Okay, today I'm going to be changing the front brake pads on a 2008 Honda Civic. The first thing you want to do is loosen your lug nuts while the car is still on the ground. Okay, I've gone and loosened both sides, and I'm going to have jack stands on each side. I'm going to use a forward jack to lift off the car and put the jack stands underneath the pinch welds. Make sure you choke the rear wheel. Have the e-brake up, okay, and then jack up the jacking point for under the car. If you look, there'll be a metal bracket that's right here. Okay, hold on. If you look under the car where the jack stand is, there'll be like a metal bracket that's sitting right here. So I'm gonna put the jack there and lift it up by that. You don't have to jack it up too far, just enough so that your wheels are off the ground and you can fit the jack stands underneath the pinch weld. The pinch weld, it's right here. This is your pinch weld. Okay, so there'll be both sides, one on each side. So I'm just gonna put this here. So I just need to jack it up a tiny bit more, and that's it. So now everything's secure, the car's not going to move anywhere. We have jack stands on both sides. So let's get to removing the wheels. Okay, we have the wheel removed. What we're going to do is we're going to be removing a 12 millimeter bolt back here, and that's it. So bolt that's removed, and then we're gonna take this and just slide it back up. Okay, so swing it back up like this. Okay, and here's your brake pads. I'm gonna be removing these two. You can just try to pull it with your hand. It should come off, but But if it doesn't come off very easy, just take a small flathead screwdriver and just help it. Just pry it out. Okay, that's the front. Okay, and that's the back. And you see, just be mindful of where this indicator is. It was in the back on the top. So when you install the new one will have one of this. So you want to make sure the new one goes on the top also. Okay. If there's a lot of buildup on this contacts right here, you can take some brake clean like so, and then get some kind of like a wire brush or whatever, and just clean this part up a little. Now what I'm gonna do is push the piston back. The way you do it is you take your old brake pad, okay, and this is a brake caliper piston pusher thing. Well, I don't know exactly the technical word for this, but you'll be able to find this in any auto store. And just put one of your old brake pad against the piston and put this in between this and just turn it. And what this will do is it'll push the piston back into the slot. So you want to make sure it's flush. Now you see how this is flush? Okay. Now you want to take your new brake pads. Remember how I said to remember where this little tab goes? This is going to be going in the back. But before I put this back in here, I'm going to put some grease around here where this cylinder, the piston will touch this brake pad. And I'm going to put some I'm going to put some silicone up here and in here so that it slides a little better, easy. Okay, and So I put some in here, and I'm gonna slide this into the slot and just take it out. Okay. And do the exact same thing for the front. You're going to be putting some here and here, and also up here and here. Okay, after that's done, okay, remove your sliders, okay, and put new grease on this thing. Push this thing towards you a little bit in order to make it fit over the new brake pads. But once in there, make sure that, you know, this goes back in here and the boot is not, you know, pinched or anything. And tighten it, and then what you want to do is get in your car, pump your brakes a few times until it's pretty firm before you drive, because you need to make sure the brake pads are engaged into the rotor again, because if you drive without pressing on your brakes, you won't have any brakes. So make sure you pump your brakes before you start your car a few times until it's very firm, and then start your car and take it for a drive.